sean todos bienvenidos al espectáculo del baloncesto. Bienvenidos al Within Center que acoge el partidazo entre las selecciones de España y Letonia, preparatorio para la Copa del Mundo FIBA 2019 en China. Así que confiando, lo pasen en grande con la victoria de nuestro equipo y por gentileza de nuestros patrocinadores, nada, en 0, os damos alineaciones.
Hello and welcome to Madrid. We are in the Wizink Center for a Group I game. It is the second round of qualification for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019. It is the second game in the fourth window of qualifiers as we see the results from game number 1 at the top, and then our games today: Latvia versus Spain, Slovenia versus Turkey, and Montenegro versus Ukraine. So a Spanish team that came into Group I unbeaten, suffered their first defeat, as you can see, the 76-65 loss against Ukraine. An upset means they have been brought back to the pack here. A quick look at the standings there. Spain with a 6-win and 1-loss record. Turkey 5-2 alongside Latvia, who will be here in Madrid today. And Spain will know, should they be defeated for a second time in this window, they will then have an identical record, at least with Latvia, possibly with Turkey as well. So an important game for Spain. Still, even with a loss, they would look comfortable to be one of the top 3 finishers in Group I, and therefore receive qualification into the 2019 World Cup, but will make their progress a lot harder. Returning here to the Wizink Center, the capital of Madrid. They will want to get their qualification chances back on track, that's for sure. A disappointing loss for them. Really have been superb throughout the qualification up until this point. As we see a Latvian team coming out onto the floor that comes in fresh off the back of an 85-74 win against Slovenia. You mentioned they also have had a fine qualifying campaign so far, 5 wins and 2 losses. And a win here really would mix up the standings at the top of the group. It is a confident Latvian team. Spoke of being able to prepare for similar styles in this window with the games against Slovenia and Spain. Both teams liking to play fast, move the ball quickly, so they feel that they are well prepared to play against this Spanish national team. There's the games they've played so far showing out in the Wizink Center here. The Spanish team trying to get themselves back on track. A disappointing 11-point loss in the Palace of Sports in Kiev. And Spain will be hoping to redo some of the form that saw them unbeaten coming into this second round group. Important victories for them over Slovenia, Montenegro and Belarus, both home and away. And they set up a very impressive record. They welcome back this man, Sergio Rodriguez, into the team for the first time. Even his introduction once again could not help Spain overcome Ukraine on Friday night. It's a mix of experience and youth in this Spanish team. A couple of younger faces that have been drafted in through the qualification have performed well. Guys like Juan Fernandez, Sergio Scariolo. A big roster. Rodriguez, the only man really coming back into the fold in this latest window. Paulo Aguilar is the last man out for the Spanish team.
Your attention, please. Now we listen the Latvia national.
And we will have the national anthems first of Latvia. passionately sung anthem from the Latvians, and now we have the hosts, the Spanish national anthem. Smiles all round as the teams and coaches will shake hands.
¿Quién quiere llevarse un recuerdo de este partido? Pues atención a los jugadores de la selección porque importa.
That is the head man of the Spanish national team, Sergio Scariolo. As we see our three officials, Georgios Posantis, Alexander Glisic and Sergei Belakov.
Kunzaninis from Greece, Alexander Glisic from Serbia.
Now, the players will go through the final stages of their warm-up. Well, we already mentioned these two teams coming off distinctly different games. Here is the Latvian team. Players to keep an eye out for. The number 13, Jānis Strelnieks, the point guard. And also Jānis Timma, the number 10. They have been the two leading scorers. They never looked too far past Yanis Blooms, the veteran sharpshooter, the number 7, the mainstay of this Latvian team in recent years. As we see their starting lineup, it is Timma, Strelnieks, Ate, Meyers and Silins. This is the 5 with Timma and Strelnieks, both having big games, 18 points apiece. Sergio Yul looks on his Spanish teammates. He is not in the roster tonight, he said. Sergio Rodriguez is the big addition back in. But it's a team performance, really. Kino Colom, the number 10, has been the leader for this Spanish national team. In qualification, he averages 15 points per game and also 5 assists, as he has been a real key performer. He will start ahead of Sergio Rodriguez alongside Jaime Fernandez in the backcourt with Sayez Pauli and Pablo Aguilar up front. A young and youthful Spanish lineup, and it will be interesting to see how they respond to their first defeat in that particular game. Sergio Rodriguez off the bench, 18 minutes, 12 points and 3 assists. And Colom, 15 points. Apart from those two, though, only 11 points for Oriolo Poli. The only other man in double figures was we see our two coaches. Coach Sergio Scariolo there, and we got a quick glimpse of Arnis Vargas. He's not only got the honour of coaching the Latvian team, but also coaching his own son, as Kaspars Vargas will be on the lineup for the Latvian team. So players will go in, receive the last bit of advice from their coaches. Latvia, we said they were paced by 18 apiece from Strelnieks and Timma. But let's not overlook the 12 points of Igor Shkela and also Artis Ate, also chipping in with the big performances against Slovenia. It'll be an interesting matchup, this one. How will Spain respond? Can Latvia use that momentum from the victory on Friday night? We are coming to you live from the Wizik Centre in Madrid. Players making their way out onto the floor. Latvian team out nice and early. And they'll be joined by the Spanish team in their red uniforms. Here they come. Jaime Fernandez, a man who knows Madrid well, grew up here in the capital. Here is Coach Sergio Scariolo, his assistant Luis Gil just behind him. As the players come out and shake hands. Unfortunately, before we get underway, we will have a moment's silence to remember the passing of Juan Martin Cano, a mainstay of the Spanish national team, a team manager from 2002 to 2016. He accumulated 233 caps as a manager for the national team. He was also the president of the Basketball Federation here in Madrid. So they have a moment's silence for him. A fitting video for a man that did a lot for Spanish basketball, both internationally and in Madrid. And now we will turn our attentions back to on the court as Spain will face off against Latvia. There is Pablo Aguilar. Moved to Croatia to play his domestic basketball now this season. In the front court alongside Sebastian Says, who will be jumping it up. And first of all, you can get the ceremonial ball coming out. So we are ready to get underway here in Madrid. It is Spain facing off against Latvia. Group I action in the second round of qualification to the 2019 World Cup. The ball is up, controlled easily by Spain. First possession for them. Man-to-man defense from Latvia. And here's Aguilar waiting. Pauli. And now off that high screen. Colom goes to the inside. Aguilar can't get the finish, and the rebound taken in by Mayers. Latvia in the opposite direction. Strelnieks here with the ball. He's a danger man. It's reversed quickly onwards. And Ate's pass, a little wayward. Miscommunication between him and Oya Silins. Colom now takes the ball. He's against the pressure from Ate. Says, hands it off, looks to screen for Fernandez, who is fouled. Fernandez, as I mentioned, grew up here in Madrid, played for Estudiantes now. He's moved over to Malaga after 1 year in Andorra. So he knows this arena well. Here he is once again. Another room, takes the three, nothing but the bottom of the net for Jaime Fernandez. Solid start for him. First points on the board for Spain. Myers, by Sayers, eventually. Strelnieks off the screen. Colom with the great hands, got some numbers here. Spain in transition. Kino Colom lays it up. There he is. What a player he has been through qualification for the Spanish national team, Kino Colom. As Myers backs it down deep, gets excellent position against Sayers. Lays it up. First points for Latvia. 5-2 early lead for Spain. Colom for three. There is another one. Kino Colom, hot start. It's the steal and layup, and now adds a three as well. The Spanish backcourt rolling in the early stages, but Myers responds with a three-point play the old way. Now looks like it is going to go against the 29-year-old Colom. Let's have a look. No, I think now we'll go against Sebastian Says on the rotation. Didn't quite get there in time. It is against Sebastian Says. As the free throw doesn't drop for Myers. Fernandez comes off the screen, steps inside, throws it high. Says does a good job just to keep it alive. Goes back out to Pauli. Pauli trying to give it back to his big man, but it's turned over. Here come Latvia. Stranieks dancing off that high screen. And his pass is loose, but the foul is called. This one goes against Aguilar. You can see him just grab the arm. That's the cutting Myers, I think it was. He has the ball again in this low post. Double team comes from Aguilar. Quick reversals. Open man in the corner is Ate, and he'll knock down the three. Great ball movement from Latvia. Space the floor. And when the double team came, they were able to beat the rotation back. Colom, the screens. Flips it out to Fernandez. Fernandez. Oh, turn of pace for him, but can't finish the layup. Just flew past his man with his speed. Stranieks now, waiting for this screen again. Lost the ball, gets it back. Goes along the baseline, but the defense recovers well. Fernandez tips it out. Sideline possession for Latvia. Shot clock to 9 seconds now. Ata brings it in, trying to find something. No early option available to eventually Sillins. Comes Stranieks. 5 on the clock. Myers has to force up the jump shot. And here comes Spain in transition. Colom sets the feet, knocks down the second triple. Colom has scored double figures in every game bar one for Spain so far. This is his 8th game in qualification for the national team. A high of 25 against Slovenia in the first round. Timmer responds with 3 of his own. A 1-point game here. Colom kicks it out. Aguilar puts it on the floor, going to his left hand. Great feed to find Sebastian Says. Guys, lays it up. Simple finish from him. Fernandez pounding Stranieks up the floor. Oh, a good deflection once again. Aguilar this time with a breakaway. Finishes the play. Second time we've seen Spain playing some great defense. Turn it over and get the easy score in transition. 15-10, they have the lead. And it's going to cause a timeout to be called by Latvia. Here we see Aguilar. Cross-court pass, if you can get a hand on it. Enables you to have a clear path to the basket. Great work from Aguilar. Timeout for Latvia.
Jāspēlē drusku enerģiskāk aizsardzībā pirmkārt. Ja? Daudz enerģiskāk aizsardzībā nospēlē. Īpaši pret spēlētāju bumbu. Ja mēs šeit iekrītam no offscreenā un te ir 2 cilvēki, nākam no stūra sagaidīt, nelaižam uz leju un tad mainaties. Ja? Uzspēlējam dūru augšā.
Well, team play of Spain already highlighted 4 of the 5 players that have seen the floor. Have already scored. Leo Pauli, the only man that hasn't scored yet. He's the only man not to have taken a shot for the Spanish team. Because it really is a team effort from them so far. Led by that man there, Kino Colom. He has 8. A good start for him. Said he had 25 in the game against Slovenia in the first round. Substitution comes in. It's Rihard Zlomash. Here he is with the ball, facing the pressure. He's not going to get it over in time. Great defense once more for Spain. Unexpected, really, out of the timeout. He came with the pressure. And Latvia not used to it. They're not ready for it. Turned the ball over. Failed to cross the half in time. Fernandez brings it in. Here is Colom. Goes to Saez. And now Pauli swings it back to Fernandez. They'll clear space. Fernandez dances in for 2. Well-designed play for Madrid. They fake the ball screen. Latvia are expecting it. left the lane open for Fernandez. It is Lamash off the screen, foul, away from the ball, Colom. First foul against him. It's cool, just has to wrap up the rolling Latvian player. Low post now. Myers gets far too deep and lays it up. Managed to back his man all the way into the lane, right to that charged circle. Not going to miss too many of them. Colom throws it up. Sayers collects it in. Now he's got to do the hard work to finish. Can't, but he is fouled. A battle amongst the bigs there. Myers had the advantage at one end, but now here, Sebastian Sayers. Did a good job to draw that contact. Now he's got to try and finish from the line. This is the first. One of a growing but still quite small number of Spanish players that played collegiately in the United States. Sayers went to Old Miss University for 4 years. Now returned professionally in Spain. There's the first substitution for Spain on the inside. See Sayers go out, and he plays for Tenerife, replaced by Elaman Diop. He plays for Baskonia. 3, no good. Quick fire shot from Timmer. Already made one. Fernandez the other way. Well guarded, but he throws high to Diop, who is fouled. Timmer, little smile. Didn't quite have position. There is Elaman Diop. Aguilar goes out as well. Here, Oriola comes in for the first action. Where's number 14? Fernandez along the baseline. Oh, lays it up. Well, Fernandez breaking his man down consistently here. No help coming. And he will continue to do that unless Latvia change the way they guard. Timmer, extra pass along the baseline. A foul is called. Well, penetration from Omash. And kind of got swallowed up by a crowd of players as he drove here. Luckily for him, he found a good pass. Arnie Myers did a good job making himself available, and he will go to the line for 2. Or did they say he passed it off? It is in my possession as the cheers are for that man there. Here, Rodriguez. Making his first appearance back here in Madrid. And there's a man who's won medals for the Spanish national team. 8 major medals, 8 medals at major competitions. Myers gets the finish over Rodriguez. He's had a very good start, Myers. So here Rodriguez now waiting. It's Fernandez, he comes off the screen. Fernandez pass out. Now he'll get it back. Another 3, he's made one from that sort of spot. Once is clear in the rebound was Sillins. That is Sillins at the other end now. Timmer finds him in the corner, and he's going to bury the 3. Spanish lead. Well, he's given us a 2. One caption said 3, one caption said 2. He's given us a 2-point field goal, not a 3. So the lead 4 points. There's a confirmation that Fernandez off the screen. Rodriguez trying to find an open man. Santiago Justa doesn't get it away in time. This is Scariolo telling his team move the ball. It's it to be moved quickly. A little bit slow for the Spanish team that time. And we're a 24-second violation against them. Romash trying to find some room. Here he comes off the screen. Myers pops. Now he'll back down. Rodriguez guarding him. Sillins for 3. Doesn't get the roll. So here Rodriguez now uses the early screen, throws it up high. A foul against Myers. As he makes contact with Diop, rolling to the basket. Myers pick up his second foul. That's big. He's going to have to go to the bench. What a bright spot for Latvia he has been. There you see, just runs into the man, overlooking the ball. 8 points, 2 rebounds for Myers. That's Fernandez going out. For first action, we will see Ronan Zakis, number 30, coming on the inside. He's a fine replacement, Zakis, but I'm sure he's quite the finisher in and around the basket that Myers is right now. It is 1. That's 3. Rodriguez loses it on his way to the basket. In possession. Now there's Myers looking on from the bench. Lonash with the ball. Drives all the way. Finger roll. Comes up short. Rodriguez in the opposite direction. His pass too short. But Latvia give it straight back again. Rodriguez now trying to make up for that previous mistake. Comes off the screen. Justa throws it to the inside. Oriola, the running hook. Fine looking stroke from Oriola. First 2 for him. And a 6-point lead once again for Spain. Big rebound for Oriola. Now hand it off. The hands of Santa Justa. Justa finds Diop. Diop can't handle the pass though. Manages to regain possession. And the finish, a beautiful slicing drive from Sastry. There he is. First points for him. Lomash with the ball now. We're going to hit 1 minute left in this first quarter. Spain offense looking comfortable. As Lomash makes his first points of the game. Vargas. It was Lomash to make the shot. Rodriguez just looks off the defender, lays it simply off the glass. The defender expected the pass. Trying to rush back to get with the rolling man in Diop. Vargas can't make this one. Justa drives to the ring. Kick it out to Rodriguez. He's going to use the screen from Diop. Roll into the ring. Good defensive rotation from Sillins to get underneath the man. Take away the lob pass. And there'll be an in-line possession for Spain. Reinforcements come in for Latvia. Eventually get it in. Sastry. Justa with the ball. Shot rolls out though. 3 seconds left on the clock now. Final 10 seconds of this first quarter. Latvia need a basket here as they trail by 8. But Skela finds some room and finishes the play. Nice shot and score from Skela. The man who plays for Ventspils in Latvia comes off the bench. First touch for him. He scores and cuts it to a 6-point game. 26-20 in favour of Spain. Look at the stats. Incredible percentages from Spain. Good from Latvia at the same side as well. But they're going to have to try and slow down this Spanish offence, Latvia. They will not be able to outscore them. Offense not been a problem for either team. Fernandez started off brightly. He's a Look at some of his best moves in that first quarter. Got to the ring effectively. One well-designed play, one just individual brilliance. He has 7 points. He is the leading scorer for Spain. This 3 as well, first basket of the game. 3 of 5 he is from the field. As he leads the way for the Latvians. Martin Myers has 8 points, but he picked up his second personal foul. And to go to the bench as we see the two coaches working the sideline. Scariola and Arnis Vargas. Back out of the quarter break then.
Bueno, familia, retomamos el segundo cuarto. Este partido lo ganamos entre todos.
Fernandez, the player of the first quarter. Now Sergio Rodriguez. Yeah. Shaky start perhaps for him, a man of his level. Latvia's possession, Rishkela, Azulis, Timmer, Vargas and Zakis. The 5 on the floor for Latvia. Here is Rishkela. Finds Stronieks. And his little runner doesn't go. He will be fouled. Stronieks quiet in that first quarter. Hasn't scored yet. Reach from behind. I'll record. And the Sastry. That is Stronieks on the board with the first free throw. Averaging 23 points per game. Stronieks for the Latvian national team. Played limited amount of games for them. Misses. And manages to collect a rebound. And now the other way, Rodriguez. Pulls it out. And the foul is called. It's Diop. Takes the foul. Azulis fresh into the game. It's his first foul. And Diop at the line. Chance to get himself on the board. He does. Nice point for Diop. A 6-point lead for Spain now. Largest was 8. 20 to 12.
Yes.
2 for 2 from him from the line. Stronieks off this high screen stops. Fires the 3. Well, we said he's quiet in that first quarter. Now the 3 moves to 4 points. Making the free throw previous possession. Sastry attacks on his right hand. Goes off the glass, lays it up. And Sastry gets the finish. It's that same play we saw Fernandez score with. Stronieks pulls up. It's the front of the ring though. Justa trying to find some room. Justa all the way. Finds the extra man, and it is an easy finish for Pierre Oriola. Great play from Santi Justa, man who plays here in Madrid. Enjoying the home comforts. He grabbed in the rebound, pushes the ball in transition. Beats 1, 2, and then the third with the pass to find Oriola for the easy score and the 8-point lead for Spain. It's a timeout to be called by Latvia. 32 to 24.
Paklausimies. Vēlreiz. Ikvienos situācijās, ja liekas Diops vai kas, sita cauri, tā kā 1 pret 1. Sita fiziski to bloku cauri, kamēr mums nav piezīme norma. neieņemam to stāju, ja? Sīta tā fiziski cauri. Ja notiek caurgājiens, jūs esat stūrī, ja? Iet garai. Nākat ceļā, mainaties, ja mēs esam aizmugurē, nu mainaties savu tuvāko. Mainaties, bet sagaidām tādā ķermeni.
The caption says it all. Both teams shooting incredibly well. For Latvia, offensively, no problems whatsoever. They need to make some adjustments on the defensive end. They're giving up 76% shooting from the field against Spain. 13 for 17 overall. And there's no way you can try and win a game when the other team's shooting that way. They can't make any difference out of this timeout. Spanish fans getting into this one here in Madrid. Latvia have the possession. Schkeller beats his man. He pulls it back out again. Guarded closely by Rodriguez. Rodriguez forcing him into the drive. Schkeller can't find any room. Zakis' short jump shot comes up short. Now Rodriguez trying to find an option. He finds Justa. Now back into the hands of Rodriguez. He loses it and he goes out of bounds. Rodriguez on the penetration, tried to find an opening. Good defense that time from Latvia. Myers comes back in, they've missed him. He replaces Zakis. He will not want to pick up another cheap foul. Myers. Matisate waits. Finish. For strong drive from Stronieks. Now Justa has it near side. Waits for Rodriguez. Reverse it round. Alberto Diaz fresh into the game. Diop. Jumper doesn't go. Great tip out from Justa. Justa comes up. Hurt. He's still on the floor. Seems to be okay. It might be an ankle. Yeah, he's holding that left ankle. Let's have a look if we see it. Probably landed on somebody else's foot. Alberto Diaz got the three. Oh yeah, right over on that left ankle. Just landed on Stronieks' foot on the way down. Stronieks knew nothing about it. That's a painful one for Santi Justa. He's frustrated because he's played really well. Up until that point, he'd go out. Scoreless, but 3 rebounds and 2 assists for him. Rodriguez is 3 short. Stronieks with the rebound. Stronieks 6 points all in this quarter. And now he's going to draw the foul against Alberto Diaz. And Diaz will relish that matchup against Stronieks, known as a defensive whiz. Alberto Diaz. He commits his first. Sideline possession for Latvia. It is Diaz guarding against Stronieks. Stronieks gets the step this time. Creates the contact against Diop. Smart play from Stronieks. Watch the way he drives. If we see a replay, into the body. Right there, straight into the body of Diop. Puts him underneath the ring and then extends the arms to try and finish away from the shot blocker. So first foul on Diop. Stronieks, another one, 7 in this quarter. It's a pair. 4-point game now. Alberto Diaz with the ball. Rodriguez back to Diaz. Has to find an opening. Gets it to Aguilar. Aguilar, 5 on the clock. Stops. Foul line jumper is good. Pablo Aguilar, fine looking jump shot there. Pressure up the floor from Spain. But broken by Latvia. Strelnieks gives it to Myers. Myers turns it over, trying to reverse it. Second time, Aguilar's got a steal like that. This time, Diaz will pull up on the foul line, way short from him. And Latvia come the other way, chance to run. Schkeller. Over to Ate. This shot doesn't go, and a foul is going to be called on Grazoulis. Push in the back. Sillins is going to come back in then. Grazoulis frustrated as he walks to the bench. Diop also takes his turn to rotate out. Piero Oriola comes back in. Good feed to the inside. Beidan with the score. Javi Beidan comes off the bench, receives the pass from Aguilar and lays it up. Great movement. Excellent pass from Aguilar. And with two forwards really, rather than a centre on the floor at the moment, Spain, but it does give them some versatility with players like Aguilar and Oriola, playmakers, as we'll see Yanis Blooms come in for the first time. Here is Javi Beiran, another man who knows this city well, another of this host of players that grew up with the Estudiantes club here in Madrid. The line with a chance to add the bonus point. Beiran makes it. Update. Finds Strelnieks wide open. If it was on the line, I think. Should just be given as a 2. It is, but Strelnieks 10 points now. Coming off the 18 he had in that at a victory over Slovenia. It's in very fine form. Diaz gets it back from Aguilar. Now they'll come and fake this screen. Oriola stretches the floor, takes the 3, but it doesn't drop. Strelnieks again, bit of open floor for him. Backs it out as Diaz has recovered well. Pressure from Spain. Eventually though, Myers collects it. This little jump hook. The difference is that step or 2 further away from the ring than when he scored early on in the game against Sebastian Says. So good work defensively from Aguilar to hold his ground. Now he has the ball here offensively. 10 seconds on the clock. Beidan goes to Fernandez. Fernandez trying to find an opening. Here's Diaz for 3. Can't get it. Great tip from Oriola. Keeps it alive for his team. Crowd applaud the effort. And now here comes the screen. Fernandez finds him on the cut. Oriola doesn't quite get the drop. We'll get 2 shots here. Excellent timing on the pass for Fernandez. Just held on to it long enough. Allowed his man to cut. And then nearly got the drop. Sillins picks up the foul. Just his first. Roberto Diaz goes to the bench. Pino Colom back in. Colom, 8 points. Good start to the game from him. Oriola makes that one as well. 7 points personal, 8-point lead, or 9-point lead, sorry. Back once more for Spain. Largest it's been, never reached double figures. Corner 3 from Strelnieks. And he has not missed tonight when he's got an open look. 5 of 6 from the field. There it is. Aguilar reversing it around. Beidan to Colom. Colom uses the high screen. Oriola rolling. Colom throws it up off the glass for him. And Oriola with the easy score. sure if it's a pass or a shot from Colom. Timmer trying to find some room. His attempted pass to the inside is kicked. Oriola, what a strong game he has had. 8 points, 3 rebounds. And he's now playing for Barcelona Lassa. Strelnieks gets the double team, finds Myers. Beautiful feed from Strelnieks. Drew the double team away from the ring. Found Myers wide open. Fernandez takes the pull up. Oriola again there on the offensive glass. Now he's going to run into the ball screen. Colom stops, gets his man on his back, goes again, sells a little fake, can't finish, but who else is there? But Oriola for him to miss the layup, and then Colom, third attempt, he's going to finish it off. Well, only fitting really. You know, Colom did all the hard work off the drive. Should have made the first one. Didn't, but stayed with it. And now he's going to get rewarded for missing the first one by getting the chance to add a bonus point. Great work once more from Pierre Oriola. Crowd like that. Colom can't hit the free throw. Vargas has the ball as a foul is blown away from action. There's a man down. I'm not sure what happened. So, 2 players collided. Paoli's going to commit the foul. Still couldn't see on the replay exactly what happened. It was against Oriol Paoli. Blooms will bring it in. On the baseline, trying to find an opening. Giannis Blooms it was taken away illegally by Fernandez. Foul against Jaime Fernandez. Vargas brings it in. It is Timmer. Finding Vargas. Just kick out to Bloom. Bloom trying to find some room. Perhaps got away with a double dribble. Got it away in time, but it was a 24-second violation as he failed to hit the ring. And Coach Cariola will call a timeout here. 2:21 left in this first half.
Así que por favor, si te ves en pantalla, queremos que des lo mejor que lleves dentro y muevas el esqueleto al ritmo de la buena música.
So we'll look into this timeout.
Atrás, los cambios, mano a mano, y que roll 3-4, no dudarlo, a la primera, ¿ok? Y luego aguantar. Una cosa, nuestro lado débil, también en esta situación, Pierre se le va un poco la olla, va a atrapar.
Hay gente que se emociona tela, lo vive. Vamos ahí, uno más.
Crowd getting into this one. Spain just slowly continuing to build that lead. And Fernandez looks on. The man who has won many a game for wearing that Spanish national team jersey. So you see some of the highlights. A 9-point lead, the largest it's been for Spain. Currently 8 with possession. Now they would love to go into the halftime break with a double-digit lead. Such a psychological lift. There's some momentum going into that halftime break. As the dance-off here in the Wizzick Centre continues. Spain come out now. Paoli, Oriola, Fernandez, Colom and Beidan, the 5 on the floor for them. For Colom and Fernandez to be heavily involved. Play call here. Oriola brings it in. Here it is, Colom. Let's see what Scariola has drawn up. Small lineup for Spain. Bedan reverses it back into the hands of Colom. And now he clears out. Colom attacks. Oh, beautiful feed. Oriola with the finish. Well, magical pick and roll from Kino Colom. Bullet pass from him, right on the money. And Oriola now, the game's leading scorer, double figures. It is Vargas kicking out to Sillins, who takes the tough three. Man all over him. Spain looking to run. Colom has Bedan and Fernandez. Fernandez finds Bedan for the easy two. So active off the ball, Javier Bedan. Such a good three-point shooter as well, don't forget that. He is a threat. And he's got to fight on this low post, guarding Timmer. Timmer trying to bully his way to the basket. Kicks it out, extra pass to the corner, Vargas. Can't hit the shot, and a great rebound by Bedan. And what a little spell this has been for Spain now. Lead to 12. And possession, could be 15 on that one. But it comes up short for Colom. Screaming transition for Latvia. They reverse it around. Yanis Blooms long on the jump shot. And substitutions are going to come in. Two for Latvia as Lomash and Schkeller come. But we're going to have another timeout called by Spain. Use it or lose it for them inside this final minute of the first half. Might as well try and draw something up once again. Coming out of the last timeout, they had some great execution. There is Colom to Fernandez. The extra pass from him finds Bedan. Easy finish, Xavi Bedan. Kiss cam in the arena here. Entertainment. He's a man who should need no introduction. Carlos Navarro in attendance. He will be presented at the half for his services to a great career. This is insignia of Oro de Brillantes, gold and brightness from the Federation of Spain. I'm sure even here in Madrid he will get a round of applause for the services that he has provided over the 21 years of his professional career to Spanish basketball. Oriola puts it on the floor. What an addition he has been, Oriola, here today. Up the line, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Lakis just couldn't get back in the play quick enough. Oriola. Makes the first. One more to come. 25 years of age. Pierre Oriola. It's the second. Nice lead. Now to 14. Largest it has been. Lomash has to back it out. This commits the foul. Doesn't like it. He's frustrated. As they're in team fouls. It's going to be 2 shots where Lomash didn't really have an option to score. First is good for Lomash. 3 points for him. He scored 28 in the first quarter, Spain. 23 in this second. Brain trust there. Luis Gil and Sergio Scariolo, coaches for the Spanish team. Talking over this final 20 seconds. Where will they go? Colom gets it across the half. Now he'll wait for this final shot. They've used this fake screen. This time Oriola sets it. Colom stops, shoots over the top of the defender. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Colom. Latvia try and go long, but it's going to be turned over. That will probably be the end of the half. Kino Colom finishes it as he starts it. 12 points for Colom, 12 for Oriola. Spain offensively looking so comfortable right now. They lead this one at the half, 51-37 over Latvia. Well, the percentages will make great reading if you're a Spanish fan. There you go, 65, 33 and 80. I mean, Latvia's numbers look pretty good. Obviously, they've been out-rebounded heavily by the Spanish team. Apart from that, it's a relatively solid game from Latvia, but they have no way of slowing down this Spanish attack so far in the first 20 minutes. They're going to have to discuss it at the half, see if there's any adjustments they can make, because right now, Spain looking very comfortable indeed. 51 points at the half for them, and it's been a team effort. Multiple players have scored. We see Jaime Fernandez there, starting the game with a 3. He has 7. Bayran 5, the 12th for Colom and Oriola we talked about. Aguilar has 4, Sastry has 4, and then Says, Rodriguez and Diop all pitching in with 2 or 3. So a real team performance from Spain. They don't look like they've got any hangover from that disappointment of the loss against Ukraine. And right now, the questions are all for Latvia of how they can slow down this Spanish attack. We're going to take a break then. Make sure you don't go anywhere. It'll be second half action coming up for you. Live from Madrid, as we will see, can Spain continue this great start to the game?
abierto. Fuerte el aplauso, por favor, para estos locos de los mates. Muy bien, vamos con un concurso nuevo con este super tirachinas que nos presenta Santa Lucía Seguros, la aseguradora oficial de la selección española, seguros de la victoria y seguros de que tú eres Daniel, menos mal. Pues nada, has ganado clasificándote en la Panzo, poder participar aquí. Es un poco difícil, tienes la ayuda de estos chicos, vamos por favor. Te va a enseñar un poco cómo es la dinámica, hay que tensar muy bien estas gomas de este super tirachinas de Santa Lucía Seguros y ya si la cuelas ya lo flipamos todos aquí. Suerte porque si lo consigues te vas a llevar un regalo inolvidable, una pieza de coleccionista por gentileza de Santa Lucía Seguros. 3 intentos, ahí está el primero, ¡no! ¡Uy! Muy bien, te quedan 2 todavía. Con esa música de suspense de nuestro DJ de cámara, Héctor Calderón. Vamos a por la segunda, Daniel. Tú puedes. Es que tiene su rollo esto, ¿eh? Vamos a por la tercera y última. El super tirachinas de Santa Lucía Seguros. ¡Oh! Un aplauso para él, por favor. No ha podido ser. Retiramos los elementos de la pista y continuamos. Santa Lucía Seguros.
Welcome back to Madrid then. It is half-time here. Spain versus Latvia, and it is Spain with the 51-37 advantage. Offensively, very impressive Spain. And, haven't really even needed that man. Sergio Rodriguez, he's played 8 minutes, just 2 points. And 3 turnovers, because they have used the more consistently used duo for the Spanish national team. Now, Pierre Oriola and Kino Colom, they've both combined to score 12 points each and be very effective offensively. It has been a very team-orientated Spanish performance. They've moved the ball, they've shared the scoring load. Oriola has been the most impressive player for me, and a number of other key performers for them. And it looks like a Spanish team that, you know, comes into this window unbeaten. If it wasn't for the defeat against Ukraine on Friday night, you would think they had comfortably won that game and would be using this one to secure qualification towards the 2019 World Cup. But unfortunately for them, they were upset by the Ukraine on the road in the Palace of Sports in Kiev, going down 76-65. On that particular occasion, they shot 35% from the field, 27% for 3. Looking at today, you're not sure how that happened, because they are now 57% from the field tonight. It's been a very impressive performance. Coaches just joined the court once again, as they will go over and speak to the players. But first of all, on the floor, we are going to have a short presentation. A number of retiring players, legends of the game in the Spanish domestic league, will be no longer suiting up in the future. So it is an honour now for Alex Mombrú, Juan Carlos Navarro and Albert Morales to take their place out onto the floor. There they are. Morales, 5 caps for Spain. His professional career starting in 1999. For Mombrú, he began his career in 1997, played for Juventud, Real Madrid and Bilbao. Now a coach in the Bilbao system. And of course, Mombrú, there on the right-hand side of your picture, a mainstay with the Spanish national team. He won a gold medal in the 2009 European Championships and a gold in the 2006 World Cup as well. So, 3 players that have had distinguished careers here in Spain, receiving the applause from the fans. Alex Mombrú, Juan Carlos Navarro and Albert Morales. And now the attention will turn to this man. He doesn't really need any introduction. But Juan Carlos Navarro receiving from Jorge Garbarosa, the president of the Spanish Federation and former teammate for the Spanish national team. The insignia de oro e brillantes from the Federation España. Carlos Navarro, 21 professional seasons, 253 caps for Spain. As part of those caps, he won 12 medals, 10 of them at senior level, including golds at the 2009 and 2011 European Championships, the 2006 World Championships. What a player he has been. La Bomba says goodbye to the fans here. A Spanish basketball legend. Full house standing and applauding Juan Carlos Navarro. A great touch from the Spanish Federation to say goodbye to him as the cheers come out for Navarro. So a day of celebration and presentation in Madrid, as now we have to once again focus our minds back on this game. 51 plays 37 at the half. And Spain have the biggest lead of the game. They will come out onto the floor. Final instructions from Coach Garriola to Pablo Aguilar, Coach Vargas. As some instruction for his team. Spain will go with Aguilar, Colom, Fernandez, Poli, and Says as their first 5 for Latvia. Ate, Grasulis, Lomash, Strelnieks, and Timmer. No place in the second half for Martins Myers. He picked up his 3rd foul, and it's a shame because he has 10 points. One of just 2 players in double figures for Latvia. Strong drive from Pauli. Blocked by Grasulis, but foul was called. 3rd foul on him, Usain, for Latvia. It's a shame there's no Myers on the floor. We really do need him and his inside finishing to try and make it a competitive game. There is Santa Justa. He went out with the ankle injury. Interesting to see if there's any return for him in the game. There's a fight for the rebound. Not needed. Arioli Pauli makes 2 of 2. Ate has the ball in his hands, trying to find somebody. Eventually gets it over to Lomash. Lomash goes one way and the other. His feed to the inside just came off the boot of Sebastian Says. I'm not sure he actually knew what had happened. Shot clock to 7. Latvia trying to find something and eventually get it to Timmer. He goes back to Strelnieks, who's going to have to force up the tough jumper. In and out. And a good rebound for Spain. Here comes Colom. Crosses over. Colom saw the space. Fouled in transition. Lomash just sacrificing himself, really. Only his first. Discussion going on, not really sure what that was about. Now it says, hands over to Jaime Fernandez. Which was between the leg from him. Look at the change of speed. Timmer just couldn't keep up with him. Says with the mismatch on the rebound. Can't finish. Timmer grabs in the rebound, but sums up the game, really. Great effort from him, but the ball splits between 2 Latvian players and goes out of bounds. Gives it back to Spain. A fresh 24 for them. Colom off the high screen. Stops. Backs it out. Wants to attack here. And then Grasulis will take the 3 over the top. Can't get it. Good box out and rebound from Timmer. That time makes a solid out there pass to Strelnieks. Lomash. Thought about the 3, will take it. And it doesn't go. And just grabbed by Ate. Fernandez nearly took it away. That's it, along the baseline. He's got the open man in the corner. There's Timmer. Sells a little fake, gets his man to run past and knocks down the triple. Good play from Yannis Timmer. Just 6 points for him. Quiet night. Has the ability to come alive in this second half, though. Aguilar reverses it through Says. Now Pauli waits for the ball screen to come. Pauli. Oh, what a fake from him, and he scoops it up, can't finish. It's there to be put home by Says. Beautiful little hesitation from Oriol Pauli. Left his man for dead. There's an offensive foul is going to be called against Timmer. He said he was pushed into the screen. Not so sure about that. Look at this fake right here. That's the man to leave his feet. Pauli frustrated he couldn't finish. The move deserved the points. And now he'll duck in. Trying to post up. He's fouled. 2 shots to come. A couple of times they've used that play. They've got the advantage of having such big wings. Spain, Pauli. Beidan, who we've already seen as well. I think that same sort of cut. Tough matchup for Strelnieks. Pauli can't get the first to drop. Pauli playing club basketball for Gran Canaria this year. 24 years of age. Makes the second. There's a 16-point lead. Foul. A discussion between Timmer and Fernandez. I don't think there's too much in it. Referees will come over. I think the problem is, watch the right boot here of Fernandez. His knee and his feet in between Timmer. He makes a point of saying something to him. Aguilar there just to back up his guard. Stronieks, the runner, is good. So often we've seen him make that shot. As Fernandez is thrown to the floor. The Spanish bench don't like it. Colom. Off the high pick. Says has the mismatch. Here he is. Can he finish around the ring? Yep. Good pass from Pauli. Now Timmer screens once again. Lomash pulls it out. Spain forcing that screen and the ball handler to go to the baseline. Lomash does and draws the foul. Says. And my possession for Latvia. Timmer makes the first cut. Lomash has it. 10 seconds. No isolate here. Mismatch against Aguilar. Turns the corner. Can't finish with the left hand though. Good rebound from Pauli. Good push in the opposite direction. Defense gets back now though. There's Colom trying to find some room. And now it's his turn to try and attack against the switch. 4 on the clock. Pauli backs it out, tries to get some room. Rejected on the shot attempt. Chance for Latvia to run. Stronieks falls to the floor, expected the contact. Colom throws it high, is turned over. Lomash has it taken away by Fernandez though. And then a foul called against Timmer. So errors on both sides. Started off with Stronieks trying to look for the contact. And it wasn't there. He fell to the floor and it just set off a chain of turnovers. Timmer picks up his third foul. We're going to have a timeout here. 58-42 the lead in favour of Spain.
Mierīgi. Stājamies zonā. Jūs esat pirmā līnija ap 2. Mārtiņš vidū. Jūs esat ap 2 otrajā līnija. Maksimāli aktīvi cenšamies. Šī te pirmā līnija. Nākums 45. Ja pick and rolliem. Ja viņi spēlē pick and roll, tad šeit tikai mānam.
Some highlights. Looks like a change in defense from Latvia. Expect some zone for them. See if that can change this game. Spain haven't really made a lot of threes, just 3 of 11 in the game so far. They do have a great number of good shooters though. So I'm interested to see if they could go in 2 of the 3 makes by Colom. Support coming from that bench. As we come back to 2 shots. So foul in transition, 2 fouls against Latvia. Timmer picked up his personal. Colom will be at the line. 12 points for Colom. 5 of 9 from the field. 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Colom in no hurry. It's the first. And we get one more. good. One of the few Spanish players to play his club basketball outside of his home country. Plays in Turkey. There's a foul that's going to be called, and that's going to go against Martin Myers. He's only just set foot back on the floor. Let's see it. Didn't give the space. And he's going to pick up the immediate foul call. That will be number 4 against him, I believe. Remains out there at the moment. Does not want to foul out. And his 2-3 zone for Latvia this time, as we talked about in the timeout. Here is Pauli. He was long. Latvia grabbing the rebound. Here comes Stronieks. He's had a good game. 15 points personal. Can't make it 17 on that one, though. As Pauli grabs in another rebound. Here he comes, pushing the ball to Aguilar, who throws the baseball pass out to Jaime Fernandez. Fernandez tries to find Pauli cutting back door. Chance to run for Latvia. Omash couldn't find any options going forward, though. Timmer. Tough drive. Here comes Schkeller, ready to set foot back on the floor. Zone again from Latvia. Colom using the screen. Finds Pauli into the corner to Fernandez. Fernandez playing along that baseline. Finds Colom. 3 of his own. Doesn't go. And here comes Lomas. Into the hands of Timmer. Feet set. Knocks it down. Well, the zone's worked last couple of possessions. Not sure how long it can last. But right now, he's getting Latvia back into the game. The lead to 13 now. They remain in this 2-3. At one stage, as much as 18 points, the lead. Colom finds Sayes. Oh, he leaves the finish on the front of the ring, though. Another opportunity for Latvia. Maybe a timeout coming here from Spain if Latvia get another score. Stronieks dances in for 2, and there is the timeout. Wholesale changes coming for Spain. The change in defense working for Latvia. They have found their way back into this game. It is 16 plays 49. There's the quarter scores. Latvia leading here in the third quarter. First time they've led in the quarter.
Pero Piqueró no solo para llegar al tiro, también 4 quieren entrar aquí, no salir, entrar aquí, continuaciones del 5, esquina, aktīvi, neielaižam backdooros un savācam grozu.
Oh, the one area. Latvia winning comfortably, the 3-point shooting. Doubled Spain. They've had their woes, just 3 of 12. On the 3-point line. Well, the worries start to come if they can get this into a single-digit game. Remember, Spain lost on the road against Ukraine on Friday night. And Diop comes into the game. Substitution, he will inbound to Pino Colom. We are back and underway. Fernandez still out there with Aguilar and Pauli. Colom to Fernandez. Colom can't find any room against some good defense. Fernandez now, the run-up, too strong. And an offensive foul. So Diop called for a little push in the back on the rebound. And again, the zone's successful. Spain got a good look. At Fernandez unable to finish. Latvia with Stronieks. Go to the inside with Myers. He dominated this low post in the early stages. Martin Myers, he has 10 points, all coming in that first quarter. He'll now run out to ball screen for Schkeller. Extra pass from him, open three. Doesn't go from Sillins. And a jump ball called. Timmer with some great work. He's going to give possession back to Latvia. Substitution. Sergio Rodriguez comes in. There's Timmer just tying up the rebound. Getting an extra possession for his team. More substitutions for Spain. Colom goes out. That's the substitution with Rodriguez. And also Beidan in. And Pierre Oriola for Spain. There's Javi Beidan. He's going to pick up the first. Pick up the foul. And possession. Timmer, guarded by Beidan, goes to Myers. They're going to use him while they can. Myers again, look how deep he is. Just gets to the front of the ring, rolls it home. Good finish. Rodriguez, wide open on the foul line. Won't miss many of those, far too much room for a player of Sergio Rodriguez's quality. Strelnieks. To the wing, Timmer, quick three, doesn't get it. And great work on the glass from Pauli. Pierre Oriola, sorry. Sillins is claiming he's being fouled. There's contact with his jersey as we see Rodriguez pulling up a little snake-shaped dribble, evading the defender. They have their double-digit lead back again. There's Oriola, 12 points personal, 6 rebounds. Will go to the line. Yes. Makes it. Latvian bench looks on. Yes. There's Strelnieks sent. Guarded closely. And the Spanish defense. /3 doing a good job using his size. Timmer in the corner along the baseline, takes the contact and finishes. Diop just got caught underneath the ring, couldn't get out of the way. Timmer with a beautiful driving finish. Diop just kind of found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. Timmer with a chance to add the bonus point here. Make it a 10-point game if he can. Beautiful stroke from him. 5 of 7 he is from the field. Look at their leading scorers. Timmer 5 of 7 from the field. Strelnieks 6 of 10. Myers 6 of 8. So all 3 of them extremely efficient offensively. Rodriguez off the screen. Oh, what a pass to the cutting Beidan. Now Beidan turns, finds the man in the opposite corner. The 3 from Oriola doesn't go, but who's there? Beidan, but he's going to make a mistake here, giving it back to Latvia. Strelnieks pulls it out. He's in no hurry. Likes this matchup as well. Gets a step on Oriola. Has the open man, Schkeller. Good shooter. Oh, he was wide open. Really couldn't make it. That would have made the game interesting as Oriola takes the pass from Rodriguez. Couldn't handle it properly. Strelnieks to Timmer for the dunk. They're within single digits. Oh, Spain are going to have to burn a timeout here inside the last minute of the third quarter because Latvia chipping away has made this a single-digit game. They lead this third quarter 19-13. And they've shot the ball much better from the outside in this second half. That's it, they're key guys. playing extremely well. 6 of 8 for Timmer, 6 of 10 for Stroniak, 6 of 8 for Martin Myers. Those three really keeping the team in the game.
Si no tenemos ventaja, volvemos a jugar un pick and roll, incluso con 4 que está allá en poste alto, short roll, ¿vale? Pero es atrás, no sobreayudemos, si lo paro a la izquierda.
Stroniak's in transition, great timing on the pass to hit Yanis Timmer. Easy finish for him. Timmer has been the star in this third quarter. He hit that 3 as well. The slicing drive, took on 2 players from Spain, done a bit of everything for his team. His second 3. 10 points for him in this quarter alone. That was Timmer, 16 on the game. He's going to take a breather though. He has 3 fouls. They won't want him to pick up another one here on the defensive end. Watch if they can get him back onto the floor for offense. Stay in this 2-3 zone, and they've used effectively. Rodriguez pulls up for 3. Doesn't get the roll. Schkeller has the ball. He's used to being the go-to guy for Ventspils in the Basketball Champions League. He comes off the screen. Rodriguez nearly takes it away. Clock winding down to 10 seconds now. Rick Vargas attacks towards the baseline, not a lot of space, 3 seconds on the clock. You're going to have to fire this one up. Schkeller does. Can't get it. And then the rebound tip to Rodriguez. He has 5 seconds, finds Baydan for 3. Javi Baydan with a massive 3 for Spain. Now the man who almost single-handedly won them the game in the first round, where he went 4 of 4 against Belarus in the slender victory they had, scoring 13 points in his Spanish national team debut. Has done it again. A big 3 from Baydan gives Spain the 67-56 lead.
¿Te gusta esto, papi?
Entertainment here, keeping the fans engaged. They will be engaged enough in this game. 67 plays 56. Latvia cut it to single digits. A bit of momentum going into the fourth quarter. We took that one 19-16, and really this big 3 at the end from Javi Baydan changed the game. Yanis Timmer, who saw these highlights before, 10 points single-handedly in that quarter alone for the versatile forward from Latvia. Drag this team back into contention. For Rodriguez, and then the late 3 from Javi Baydan. Really just gave Spain a bit of breathing room. There it is, Baydan, first 3 for him on his national team debut at the age of 30. He will be needed if Latvia are going to continue to play this zone. Baydan out there with Rodriguez in the backcourt. Diop, Sastre and Oriola. There's Diop squaring up. Now runs into the screen. Rodriguez for 3. Hasn't got the shooting going yet. So here Rodriguez. Latvia come down with Stroniak. He's on the floor with Rasulis, Myers, Sillins and Schkeller. He will draw the contact. There's Timmer takes some time on the bench. Making sure he doesn't pick up that 4th foul. Diop, a frustrated man, looking towards the official. Picks up another one, his fourth. Schkeller. I'll go here, one-on-one. Myers just gets in his way. And Schkeller is going to stumble and travel. Didn't work for him. He had an opportunity to drive. His own man got in his way a couple of times. As far as Zakis looks on. Two-point guards talking it over on the bench. Roberto Diaz and Kino Colom. So here, Rodriguez comes off the high screens. Nothing happened. Zone defense on Latvia. Now they're going to slip into some man-to-man. Rodriguez trying against Myers, who's got the 4 fouls. Finally, Sergio Rodriguez knew it wasn't going to stay quiet forever. Knocks it down. There's a foul is going to be called. It looks like it's against Diop, and that will be number 5. The man Diop wanders out. Not as much contact as Myers was making out. But definitely contact. A frustrated Diop sits down. And Santi Justa, good to see him come back in. Went over on that ankle in the first half. Spain going small. They play Javi Beidan at the 4. Timmer can't get this one to go. And good work on the glass on Piero Oriola. Sastri. Thought about the 3, but pulls it out. Justa for 3. In and out. Still, those woes continue for Spain outside the 3-point arc. 4 of 18 they are as a team. Strelniak shows him how to do it. Comes off the screen, knocks down a triple of his own. Strelniak's 3 of 3, 20 points, 7 of 11 from the field. It's back to a 10-point game. Rodriguez, Justa to Beidan. All these perimeter players trying to find some room. Rodriguez will take one. Comes up short, fight for the rebound. Strelniak picks it up. His pass ahead. Couldn't be handled by Timmer, but it falls to Schkeller. He'll take that short jump shot, and it's good. Now it's an 8-point game. Just 4 for Schkeller. Justa reverses it to Rodriguez. Oriola will come and screen. Rodriguez to Beidan. He'll take a 3, made 1. Couldn't get that one. Second opportunity for Beidan. He won't miss 2 in a row. Little fist bump from him. The crowd love it. Javi Beidan, second 3. 11 points for him. Great production. He always gives it. Sillins to Schkeller. Schkeller stops, goes again, gets some room, and scores. That's the foul. It's just a silence in this crowd here. The Wizink Centre. Just frustrated. They know Spain have played well. They know they've had no problems offensively for large stretches of this game, but you can just feel the tension still in the arena, knowing that Latvia just cannot be shaken away. Schkeller gets the score. Sastre has gone out. He's sitting on the bench. Javi Fernandez has come back in. Diop out of the game, sits and watches this final 6:50. Fernandez now to Rodriguez. Has the lane to penetrate, kicks it, Beidan wide open. Javi Beidan hits the 3. Oh, the Estudiantes connection. Fernandez to Beidan. Can it pay? Sillins can't finish. Bodies flying everywhere. Oriola took a hit, I think, on Mayers. And the rebound. Myers done a good job chasing it down. Sillins couldn't finish. And yeah, just the elbow. Came down on top of his man. Fernandez with the ball. To Justa. Now Rodriguez reverses it. Jaime Fernandez. He hits Rodriguez. They'll space the floor. Bayram wanted another one. Fernandez will take it. And he's going to commit the foul, going after the rebound. The reaction says a lot from Coach Gariola. The happiest man in the Wizik Centre right now. Frustrated with some sloppy play. A great first half for Spain. But they trail this second half. 27-26. Sorry, 27-24. Strelnieks and Timmer have combined here. And it is Timmer, guarded by Bayram, spins away from him to the baseline. Shot bounces clear though. Good rebound from Oriola. Rodriguez, back to Fernandez. A pass to the corner, Justa wide open. He's not going to miss that. Good ball movement from Spain. That's what they wanted. Going with those 4 perimeter players. Finding that space for the shooters. The best way to unlock the zone if you got the players to do it. Good work from Coach Gariola to get that 5 on the floor. Bayram made a couple, and now Justa opens up a 14-point lead, and Latvia forced into this timeout.
Ganar una camiseta. Hay que darle vueltas a los papis. Ya, venga, sí. 8 segunditos. Bien. Una más. No, sigue, una más. No, caballero. Oiga, sí. Usted. Espera que yo le dé la...
Celebration from Abate Diaz on the bench.
Oiga. Es que no me hacen ni caso, ¿eh? Tengo menos poder de convocatoria yo aquí. Quirón Salud te ofrece este desafío que han empezado ellos a su rollo. Ahí sigue tirando, sigue tirando. Un poco desastre, ¿eh? Un poco desastre. 1, 2, 3, el primero que la meta gana, venga ya, ¡vamos! ¡Corre!
Ok, davai, nostājamies 3-2 un rotējam šādi te uzbrukumā.
The rebounding battle, domination from Spain, 13 offensive rebounds. And a couple of them have led to 3-point shots as well for their team. That is the backbreaker. Play hard defense. Only for the other team to get another shot, hit the 3 before you can even recover. Down onto the floor, the Spanish team come. Stay with this small lineup. The versatility of Pierre Oriola really helping them. And also Bayram as well. And out of position at the 4, Justa. You see him highlighted there, 3 points from him, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. It's his first basket of the game. Seems to be moving okay on that ankle he twisted earlier as Latvia cheaply give up the ball and Spain have possession again. A 14-point advantage. Oriola gets it into the hands of Fernandez. Now Rodriguez attacking that gap. Kicks it to Justa's, just made one. This one, though, it's the front of the ring. Tim up. Picks up the dribble. Has to go to Strelnieks, who calls for the screen from Myers. He'll roll. Strelnieks will take the 3. First miss for Strelnieks on the game from beyond the 3-point line. An easy rebound for Javi Bayram. Oriola makes himself available. Spain spacing the floor. Bayram thought about it, finds Oriola. He'll take a long one. And Latvia coming the other way. Got to get this scoreboard ticking over Latvia. This foul is going to be called. Oriola just pulled back against Myers. Some famous faces. There's Pedro Sanchez, the Prime Minister of Spain, next to the President of the Spanish Basketball Federation on his left-hand side, Jorge Garbarosa. A number of important people here in the Wizik Centre. Good camera work, see the foul. Sorry, Myers makes the first. It's such a great first quarter. Martins Myers. What a game it would have been had he stayed out of foul trouble. He was a thorn in the side of that Spanish defense. Colom back on to use his veteran presence. See this game out for Spain. With a three-guard lineup of Fernandez, Rodriguez, and Colom. Here is Fernandez, finds Colom for three. Doesn't go, fight for the rebound. Strelnieks, the first man to it. Will pass ahead to Timmer. Kills himself in the corner, has to throw it off of Jaime Fernandez. Discussion. Coach Gariola not happy about something. After comes off the screen, kicks it. Timmer, a couple of fakes, gets the three away. Myers with some great work on the glass, and he gets the roll. Great work from Martins Myers, and as I said, they would have loved him out there for a more extended spell. 16 points, he's only played 25 minutes. Fernandez goes to Colom, and his pass loose. He's out of bounds. Just have to make sure he's okay. Possession back to Latvia, 10-point game. Still, as I said earlier, Latvia, you just can't shake them off, can you? Every time you feel Spain has a bit of control on this game, here they come once more. Myers is going to get an offensive foul. What a way to leave the game here. Tough goal. Colom makes a great defensive play, but you feel for Myers fouling out after really starting to find his rhythm again. 7 from 9 from the field. He'll leave the game 16 points, 7 rebounds. Discussions in these last few minutes between the staff, the coaching staff and the referees. Ariola gets it into the hands of Fernandez. Fernandez trying to use the screen. Into the lane, finds Ariola, and he is fouled. Zakis instantly picks up the personal foul. Schkeller looking on. Latvian bench, Myers now. A lot of faces, yes. Blooms looks nonplussed. Oriola moves to 15 points personal. So a perfect 7 of 7 from the line. An embarrassment of riches for Spain. Rodriguez, Fernandez and Colom, the 3 point guards on the floor at the same time. And he makes them difficult to peg back. When they have the lead, difficult to press, they can handle pressure. Take away time as the runner doesn't go from Strelnieks. Timmer on the rebound is fouled. Work from Timmer, 3 Spanish defenders in there. He was the first man to it. Foul against Oriola. And it's Timmer then at the line. That's the drop on the first. Following up his 18-point game against Slovenia. Timmer is the second to move to 18 here tonight as well.
Rodriguez pulls it out, uses the clock. Now, as it hits 10, he'll start to attack. Takes the three over the top of Zakis. Can't get it, but look at the rebound from Oriola. Latvia switched the ball screen. And even though they did a good job forcing the outside shot, that's the problem. Strelniak's trying to match up against Oriola on the rebound. Spain with a new possession. Fernandez attacks Timmer on the baseline, has to kick it back out. No hurry. Golom now finds Rodriguez for three. High arcing shot doesn't go. Oriola is there for yet another rebound. Foul against Zakis. And he complains, but from the angle we had, which is the same on this picture, the same as the referee, clear foul. Look, he's got him by his jersey. No question that there's a foul on that. Two fouls now against Latvia. One-line possession, any subsequent foul will be shots for Spain. Fernandez. Cut off well by Arta, has to bring it out. Gets to the middle, finds Baydan. Baydan with 3 on the clock, fade him. Long on the shot, Timmer with the rebound. Here comes Latvia, 2 minutes left. Timmer looking for Zakis, can't find him. Now Zakis is going to be fouled by Baydan. Two fouls against Spain, so it'll be 2 shots for Zakis. Zakis gets to shoot a free throw in the qualification for Latvia. He's played limited games. Makes the first. First point for him. Second is good. Try and press here, Latvia, but like I said, so many riches for Spain on the floor to help deal with that pressure. Golom holding and waiting. Spain comes. Trying to isolate on the far side. Rodriguez against Zakis. Oriola turns. With the foul, doesn't get it. Lomash. Well cut off by Oriola. Spins. And the defense just left him. Oriola did a great job cutting off Lomash. And then they left him alone. The lead to 5. They're going to foul here, Latvia. So Jaime Fernandez. Go to the free throw line. And again, as comfortable as you feel Spain are, Latvia right there with them. Just a 5-point game here. Strelniak picks up his 4th. And these are big free throws. Still have 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Jaime Fernandez at the line. Confident on the first. 72% free throw shooter. Fernandez, 8 points. Aguilar looks on. Second. Is also good for Fernandez. Perhaps a little breathing room then for Spain. Strelniak comes down quickly. Wants this early screen from Zakis. Has it. Strelniak's good stop and go. Can't finish, but Zakis dunks it home. Clock will stop here. And again, Latvia will bring the pressure. They trail by 5. Spain can't afford a turnover. Rodriguez sells the fake. And now he crosses the halfway line just in time. Now he can hold and use some time off the clock. He comes off one screen, now space. Oriola will come screen again for him. 5 on the clock now. Rodriguez shoots it high. Doesn't get it, but look at the offensive rebound. Oriola couldn't convert the tip. And it is possession for Latvia. Well, you feel like Rodriguez is shooting it high intentionally to allow Oriola to try and get the offensive rebound. He got a good tip, but he couldn't convert, and it is a 5-point game here. 36 seconds remaining. Latvia will advance the ball. What an opportunity for them. They are able to hit a 3 here.
Kādīgs pieliek, tīma dod. Ātri uzbruk. Ja nav, kādīgs lēc ārā, tīma ņem hand-off, cenšamies tad nospēlēt agresīvi. Ja ir sods, ja viņiem ir sods, un mums ir soda metieni, mēs taisam mūsu 12 zonas pressing. Kādīgs ar Lomažu ir pirmā līnija, to es šeit.
Well, despite the fact that Spain have enjoyed the domination of this game, Latvia having never lead at one stage all the way up to 18 points. It has come down to the final 36 seconds. Latvia trail by 5, but they have the ball. They will advance it. Now, a 3 may change the complexity of this game. That's the last score. Zakis with the follow. And when you've got guys like Strelnieks, a 3-point shot is always possible. 7 of 20 they are as a team, Latvia. Timmer has 3 and Strelnieks has 3. So 6 of the 7 makes between those two. It'll be Timmer to bring it in from the side. They skip it quickly to Strelnieks. Spain were aware though. And now he backs it out. Dances in and gets the score. Well, they looked for the 3, and when they didn't get it, sensibly they just took the early basket. A 3-point game here. Rodriguez comes back onto the floor. 29 seconds remaining. For those of you who saw Greece versus Georgia, you will know anything can happen in the final minute of a game. Fernandez gets it into Colom, and he's going to turn it over. The steal, Atta lays it up, and we are within 1. Incredible scenes here. Latvia within 1, 81-80. Kino Colom, the veteran point guard, makes a big-time mistake. He had the man open, but you've got to credit the defense of Artis Atta. He's only got 5 points on the game, but what a crucial play that might be. Myers fired up on the road in Madrid. Latvia trail by just 1 point now. It is 81-80. Spain will advance the ball. I would assume that Latvia will come with a quick foul. See if they can force a missed free throw. Trouble is Spain shooting so well. 18 of 22 as a team. Players that were on the floor previously: Oriola 7 of 8, Fernandez 2 of 2, Colom 2 of 3, and Beidan 1 for 1. So they have such good players down the stretch. But there isn't time for Latvia to let time run out. They're going to foul immediately, knowing even if Spain make 2 of 2, they'll still have a 3 to tie the game. Latvia, and who knows, they may be able to sneak another steal here. I'm sure they'll come with one sort of trap, see if they can get a steal, if not foul. Fernandez will be the trigger man to bring it in. Here comes Colom. And now Rodriguez. He is double teamed, spins away, tries to find someone. It's turned over again. Strelnieks pulls it away. There's a fight for the ball. Timmer now passes ahead. A lot of room. Zakis with the left hand is going to be fouled on his way to the basket. Back-to-back turnovers from Spain. Just as I was applauding the experience they have in the backcourt, Latvia have played this game to perfection. A trap on the half. They read the pass, and now Zakis will be at the line with a chance to give Latvia their first lead of the game with 12 seconds remaining. Zakis for the first, buries it. He's 2 of 2 in the game, and he ties us at 81 here. 12 seconds remains. Zakis, 7 points on the night. Makes the second, and Latvia have their first lead. No timeouts left. Zakis goes out. Spain will have 12 seconds. Plenty of time for them. It goes to Colom. He gets ahead of steam. Colom into the paint. Throws it up and lays it in. 5 seconds. Latvia go long. A foul is going to be called against Latvia, and Spain are going to win the game. Rodriguez pushed to the fore. Colom makes up for the mistake. He was the man who turned it over. You can see the relief in his face. The go-ahead basket for Spain. 5 seconds remains. Watch this. Goes in amongst the trees. Finds some room, and then Rodriguez, wary of the threat, makes sure he gets back as Stronieks going for the ball, knocks him to the floor. Well, it's not over yet. Maybe I spoke too soon. Spain have to inbound the ball properly here. Fernandez gets it to Colom, and he is fouled. So, Colom will be at the line. Even if he makes a pair, there is one chance left for Latvia. They will have the three. And 4 seconds is a long time to go in this game. So, Monash commits the foul, his third. Substitutions come in for Spain. Colom wanders to the line. He's 2 of 3 on the game, 16 points. Rodriguez steps down to the bench. Aguilar looks on. Look at the Spanish coaching staff. 4 seconds is more than enough time to get it from one end to the other. Just ask any member of the Greek team. As Colom steadies himself. Makes the first. One more to come for him. 17 points personal. This to make it a 3-point game. Colom spins the ball in his fingers. And now buries it. 4 seconds remain. Latvia need a 3. They go long. Stronieks gets a look. Can't finish it though. One final chance is rejected. Then Spain will hold on. Incredible scenes here. Spain led by 18. They nearly threw it away. Latvia took their first lead in the game with 12 seconds remaining. But Colom is the hero as he gives Spain the 85-82 victory. Wow, what a game here in Madrid. Colom smiles. Shares a good moment with Stronieks. A fantastic game from that man as well. Spain looked comfortable for so long in this game, but Latvia just hung on, stayed in touching distance throughout. And then it looked as though a mighty upset was on the cards when they took the lead with just 12 seconds remaining before Colom was the hero. Gets the go-ahead basket with 5 seconds remaining and then ices it from the free throw line. Stronieks had a pretty good look for a 3 to tie, but it bounces clear and Spain win this one 82-85. Zakis thought his free throws were going to give his team the victory. Smiles all round for the Spanish team. Fernandez waves to the Madridians here in attendance. Chance for us to take a breath. What a game this has been. Spain, Colom the hero. He led the team with 18 points. He was joined by 15 of Oriola, alongside 11 rebounds for him for a double-double. As we see the statistics, 3-point shooting let Spain down, 23%. Latvia out-rebounded though, 17 offensive rebounds for Spain. Really was a great help for them, as it led to 11 second chance points. Both teams looked after the ball pretty well. Turnovers quite even. As we look at the game leaders, we said Colom led Spain in scoring. Tim up with 20 for Latvia. Oriola the double-double. Latvia very much played their part, despite the fact they only led for 4 seconds in this game. So, leading scorers Timo Stronieks and Myers for Latvia, Kolom Oriola and Javi Beidan, who had some big shots off this Spanish bench, really changed the game when that Latvian zone was starting to cause problems for Spain. But there is an updated standings after 8 games then. Latvia will be in 2nd place, although the other teams will catch them after our later games. Spain at the top, 7 wins and 1 loss. They will cement 1st place no matter what happens in other games, as Turkey currently lead by 3 at the half against Slovenia, and the Ukraine trail by 3 approaching half-time against Montenegro. So I will leave you from Madrid. A fantastic game of action between Spain and Latvia ended with a Spanish victory 82-85, as Pino Colom won it at the buzzer despite a 26-18 4th quarter from Latvia to make it an interesting one down the stretch. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I will say good night and see you again soon.
Thank you.